super.
Yeah. And that's is John Cena in trouble for selling his Ford GT?
I don't think so. I don't think the contract is enforceable.
You don't think so?
I'm just going by what I've read.
Tell people what the story is.
So to get one of the new Ford GTs, right? It's what's called a homologation race car. Okay, so they wanted to go win the 24 Hours of Le Mans in a certain class, the LMGTE class. In order to race in that class, it has to be a street car, right? So you have to build a certain number of street cars. You can't just build a dedicated race car. That would be called the prototype class. Okay, so they had to build, I think the number is 499. It's 400 and something, 450, 499, whatever it is. Ford decides that the demand will outstrip the supply, and they're, rather than, highest bidding or whatever, they make you like apply. So you have to be a social media star or a celebrity or someone. You had to like tell them why you should have a Ford GT and what you were going to do with it and how you were going to share your Ford GT with the world. And then they would decide that you had earned the right to buy their $450,000 car.
Jesus.
And it came with a contract that you couldn't sell it for 2 years. They didn't want people flipping them.
Right.
Which apparently is exactly what John Cena went and did, and flipped his GT for an unspecified amount of money.
Must be so fucking rich. Like, why would he violate the contract for a couple $100,000?
I've never met John Cena. Is he huge? Is he a very huge person?
He's enormous.
How huge is he? Like height?
He's so
would you
enormous. Think? Well, he's just enormous. Like width. I bet he's probably only like 6'3" or 6'4".
All right, if he's 6'4", he can't fit in it. So if he took delivery and can't fit in it, that's probably why he would get rid of it rather than sit on it for 2 years.
How tall Mr. Cena is. But
I'm 6'2", and my head hit the ceiling.
Oh, that's probably exactly what it is. He's probably 6'2" at least. He seems like a guy who should be even longer and taller than he is because he's so thick. It's almost like they chopped off a foot of his arms in every place.
That's
he's
funny.
A giant, but his wrists are like fucking tree trunks.
Hilarious.
6'250".
Yeah. See, so he probably
it'd be close. It'd be close.
6'2" or 6 foot.
6 foot, 250 pounds.
Oh, wow, he's shorter than I thought. Well, I don't know why he sold it, but he did.
Well, maybe even for him, if it's 2 inches for you, maybe he felt squashed in there.
Look, I drove it for one day. I don't know what kind of sacrifices to buy it, but I think
little fuck like me might be a good car.
Be good for you. So the seat is fixed, and the pedals and steering wheel are adjustable.
Oh,
you can't adjust the seat.
How bizarre.
Yeah,
the pedals come to you.
Yeah,
I don't think I like that.
That's what you got to do, man. That. It's what you have to do because the shape of the car dictates the seat back angles a bit.
Can't you just make the seat slide? Put the seat on some rollers?
It isn't like a seat. No, you can't. The car's so low. A seat rail is like inches. Precious inches.
Precious inches.
Yeah. Dude, the roof is 43 inches from the ground. That's like this.
Whoa.
That's the roof? So low.
It's that low?
It's 43 inches. It's from the roof to the ground. Yeah. Compared to all the car, it won Le Mans, by the way, in the year it was supposed to.
Wow.
You park it next to a 911. A 911 is like 6 inches taller than one of these things.
Whoa.
That makes a really big difference in the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
Oh, sure.
You're talking 200 mile an hour straightaway speeds. Like, that's a huge difference.
Yeah.
So they've designed the car without seat rails to get everything even further down,
It's a dope looking car. I saw one that was black with red stripes.
That was the press car.
That
was the one I was driving around. Yeah. Leno's got the same color too.
God, that's a pretty car.
It's gangster.
That's a pretty car.
It's carbon fiber wheels. Which are lovely. Carbon fiber wheels. So there's two kinds of weight in a car. There's sprung weight and unsprung weight.
What's that mean?
So sprung weight is weight that is most of what you think of as the car. The engine, the body, anything that is sprung on the suspension.
Okay.
Unsprung weight is weight on the car that is not sprung on the suspension. So wheels, brake rotors, tires, suspension components that aren't sitting on the suspension, right? So it's like a rough calculation, but like roughly 1 pound of unsprung weight will translate the feeling of 5 pounds of sprung weight. So meaning like if you are able to pull 20 pounds of unsprung weight out of your car, each wheel is 4 pounds or is 5 pounds lighter than a stock wheel, okay? So you're now about 20 pounds unsprung weight out of your car. Your car will feel like you pulled 100 pounds out of it.
Wow.
And it will stop, start, accelerate, turn better, totally It'll perform better in all areas. So to go from a forged aluminum wheel, which is 23 or 24, 25 pounds a wheel, to a carbon fiber wheel that's like 11 pounds a wheel, you're pulling so much unsprung weight out of the car, it'll feel like, swinging a baseball bat with a weight on it and then just throwing that weight away.
Wow.
Yeah. Massive, 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 massive difference. And the wheels are so expensive.
I would imagine, like, how many companies make carbon fiber wheels?
One.
Oh,
they're
my
called
God.
Carbon Revolution, and they're from Australia.
And do they only make them for the Ford GT?
They make them you can buy the wheels. They have fitments for a few different cars. Porsche GT3 is one.
Wow.
And they make them for Ford.
Will you do me a favor, Jamie, and pull up the photo of that black Ford GT with the red stripes?
It's on my Instagram if you have my Instagram handy, the one I drove.
Fuck, man.
It's an incredibly, the road presence is just obscene. And it makes noises that only,
Look at that thing. God damn.
It makes noises that only race cars make. There's a specific sound, like the pops and crackles you get from most of these modern cars when they dump the fuel in the exhaust and shit. And it's cool, but it's a synthetic-y sound. It's programmed.
Right.
This does that, not programmed. It's just like fuel into header bang.
Wow.
It's just so race car. It's so nice.
And this goes for like $500,000?
Yeah, $450 if you can get one.
But you can't get one.
But you can't get one.
Unless you know John Cena.
And then the rumor is he got like over $1 million for his, but
Oh, so somebody ordered off. Well, that makes sense.
he flipped it. Yeah, he flipped it. Yeah.
And so they're suing him.
Yeah,
Why
I
would they do
read
that?
that it was thrown out. They sued him for breach of contract for selling it.
Yeah.
But he claimed that the contract didn't say he couldn't sell it.
Oh. So was it a verbal agreement or something?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was one of those things they just hoped nobody would call him out on, and maybe it's unenforceable. I mean, how do they sell you something and then enforce that you can't sell
ridiculous.
the thing you bought? You know?
You can't do that. You literally can't do that. I don't think that's enforceable. I think once the contract is signed and you take possession of this object, that's yours to do whatever you want. with.
I think it's morally, I completely agree.
This is America, motherfucker. Yeah. But Ford, fucking hats off. You made a dope ass car. That thing's amazing looking.
It's extremely, extremely crazy.
God.
It really, it's unlike anything else on the road, because even the very, very high end supercars, your Lamborghini Aventadors that are $400,000 and your V12 Ferraris and all that stuff are fundamentally, they're road cars. And even when they go racing with them, they sort of take the road car and modify it for racing. This is so clearly a race car that they had to build some street cars,
Wow.
And it's fucking rocking.
It looks amazing.
It's got an air brake on it. The active.
What's that mean?
So go back to the rear
lifts up,
picture.
right?
Yeah. So the whole wing, that whole wing that goes across the back there lifts up.
When you hit the brakes.
Well, it lifts when you start driving quick. It lifts up and becomes a wing.
Right.
And then when you hit the brakes, it flips up and becomes an actual air brake.
That's
and it is
crazy.
Extremely effective.
I would imagine.
What it does is when you brake, the car nose dives. It completely eliminates the dive, so the car just squats straight down.
Wow.
It's wild.
It's fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Are they going to keep making them?
I don't think so.
Why not, Ford?
If I had to guess, they lose money on every single one they make. If I had to guess.
What kind of a bullshit world are we running here?
I know.
Trump, I thought you were going to fix all this. I thought that was part of your platform. That's what I heard. It's going to make American cars great again.
The car economy
Jesus.
it's such a global economy. Like we make a bunch of, like, the Hellcats are built like in Canada. And we make BMW X5s in South Carolina.
Well, we make Ford Tundras in Texas. That's what
You
we
mean
make.
the Toyota Tundra?
Toyota Tundra.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, Toyotas make a couple different cars here in America, right? Hondas make a couple cars in America.
I think Japanese automakers probably have at least as many auto workers in America as American car companies do.
Dude,
this is definitely the same car I was driving.
Look
the press
at
car.
that thing. God, it's
What is
so
great is just
pretty.
the buttresses. Like, when it goes by, you can see right through the side of the car. You can just see the air there between the tunnel and the pod.
That's so pretty.
Yeah.
That might be the best looking car I've ever seen.
It is so cool. And it
For-
is so fast.
As far as like American cars, that literally might be the best looking car I've ever seen.